100% of the time, which is why enerii, arguably what they'll call their best player, is going to be the second one in, as Ayumiii gets a first kill. Sway is going to be their trade for enerii, but Alluka takes Sway down, CaspeR takes Eisberg as well, it takes Ayumiii down as well, and it looks like it's just going to be kills all over the back of this map, and it's now down to a 2v2. They just traded everything. It's a 3-4-3, and Ego Celestè, they have the spike they're going to be, but Orangutan are ready to receive already. They might be able to stop this push onto this B side.
1 minute. They got a lot of time to work with. However, the rope,
the swing
it just
out
gave away the position. This is not good.
Not good at all. It just looks like Orangutan knew what they were gonna do, and CaspeR just swung out of the smoke and just went for that quick headshot. That's already a triple for CaspeR. Chloe. Oh, what? Wait. No.
No.
There was a box. Through the Radianite box. What?
I think she even knew she was gonna hit the one behind that.
No, not at all. And I think CaspeR was dinked from the Radianite box as well on that first shot, which is how she got so low. And I don't think you're right. nabbsky did not expect for that to happen, and Ego Celestè steal that pistol round away, and nabbsky continues her own slot, finds kill onto Sway with a Spectre spraying through that smoke, and looks like Ego Celestè, they're still respecting Orangutan. After what happened on Haven, they're just slowly making their way around, slowly finding information. They've got control, they've got the guns, they've got a spike going on to B as well. And if they just keep this up, they might be able to minimize the amount of losses they have.
That's exactly what they're looking out for. You want to carry on as many weapons as possible into your bonus round. Otherwise your economy might be affected. So, double peeking into one player, they will be able to decimate the site.
Already into the side, the classic not going to do much damage, and enerii is going to go for that plant as well. 5 members still all pretty healthy on the side of Ego Celestè, and Orangutan only have a classic and a friendly to their names. Might want to try to push this smoke to try and find that kill. And Kachow gets taken down. It's all down to Chloe. Playing a Cypher on this map, quite a special pick, by the way. We didn't talk about it so much. We were talking about enerii, as Chloe, of course, gets taken down, but we're talking about to going international. And of course, Ego Celestè are feeling confident. They've been winning all year long. They've been dominant for, well, 2 years. 2 years already. They've been dominant, and they want to continue that. And as they're doing that, they're actually going onto this A set, already rushing in. Ayumiii using the quick movement to get space. Orangutan are going to play for retakes here, as Japips is going to spray some bullets into the smoke, but they want the utilities to fade away before committing anything. As CaspeR stays her teammate, gets a second kill as well. Japips is going to take Alluka down. It's now down to a 1v5. It's enerii. I mean, it is enerii, but she just has a Marshal and a Headhunter to her name. Might not be able to get much out of this as she gets stunned. She gets smoked out as well. She's going to have to commit in full if she wants to do anything. If she gets stunned yet again, there's just so much utility getting thrown at her. There's the Suppression Blade as well, just going to keep her in that smoke. And what can she realistically do here?
Really nothing much. If she drops down, she's dead. If she peeks out, she could lose a limb, her face, anything. It comes down to the careful peeks, but looking at how OG are positioned, they're not going to give it to her. See, peeks out. It's a bit of a crossfire setup coming in from Link as well. Yeah, and that's something that they really have to be careful about. I mean, this is the thing about Fracture, right? It's 4 separate sectors. It's one of those chaos maps, and you really have to know how to wreak havoc in order to make it work. When you're working against a team that has a full buy, you want to be very careful about it, and that's why OG are being respectful in this time as well.
Yeah, you want to tame that chaos, and right now, it seems like both teams are fighting for that control, because it's still your rifles versus rifles right now. Neither team has been really dominant in these first 3 rounds, but this is where it can go either way, right? This buy round for both teams. Whoever converts this will have a better time moving forward. And on the side of Orangutan, they're the ones finding the first kill. You get the kill onto enerii. That's everyone's been hyping her, the best player in the server, the best player in the tournament. You take her out, this makes your job a little bit easier. There's a Nightfall coming out from nabbsky, who's gotten all these kills and the clutch on that first round. able to use that, but not able to capitalize too much on it. But nabbsky is going to just use her aim to take CaspeR down. No need for that decay. She's going to get a headshot with the Vandals. Kwek is on top, but she gets taken down by Ayumiii, and Orangutan are losing control over the site.
And they had everything under their control as well. Sway in the best possible spot, but now the retake's going through.
Yep, Japips using the flash, swings out to take Alluka down. 2v3 still doable for them, trying to go into doors, but are they going to check nabbsky? Yes, they are. They take her down. They swing out. Ayumiii is going to get a first kill, though. Uses the relay bolt to buy a little bit of space. Dashes away to safety. Japips, 1v2 for her. She does have the Vandal. She can play... She can still win this because she does have the firepower. If she can isolate these 1v1s, might be able to be good for her. Gets the first, gets the second as well. Japips gets the clutch. I can't believe what she's done. She's just gotten a 1v2. She had no business being that. They thought they had a crossfire, but she just took those 1v1s. And indeed, she secures that for Orangutan.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. It certainly looks as if Orangutan has had a little bit more structure to the map. But it's, again, like you mentioned before, you have to know how to tame this chaos. If you lose control over it, then you're going to lose so much over different portions of the map. That's the thing. There's a lot of push and pull. And looking at how OG are playing right now, they are taking this by the reins. AECL, on the other hand, trying to set up some kind of a split play towards the A site. Unfortunately, they just walk straight into Sway's crosshairs.
Yeah, the panel was talking about the operator from Sway as well, and you can see how lethal it is. Getting that first kill on that Neon allows her to reposition back into safety, find another angle yet again, and on Fracture, there are a lot of these angles to clear, because like you mentioned, it's a map of chaos. There's 4 quadrants that you could come in from. It just makes it so difficult to... you might think it's difficult to choose which one to go to, but or defend rather, but it just seems it looks pretty easy for Orangutan because they're finding these defensive stops, and that's exactly what they need against Ego Celestè. And we're seeing where the Cypher shines here. Look at that. They're getting trapped, they're getting slowed. Yes, there's another trap for Ayumiii. She gets caught yet again, and Chloe might be able to take her down. The overdrive was committed, and she does get taken down. Kachow is going to be there to stop them from taking the Vandal as well, and it's just very important for them to stop them from taking this. And enerii picks up the gun. Is going to get taken down by Kachow, though. They've only lost Chloe, who was the anchor of that site. And Orangutan, oh my god, they're just playing so well.
Chloe, she's got to reward herself with a glass of water after that one, because it makes you thirsty. The way that you set up those tripwires on the site, it's almost as if she intentionally put those up.
Light armor onto Ayumiii. Economically, they're doing so much better. This 3-2 is not as close as it seems because Orangutan, just resources-wise, are much further ahead from Ego Celestè.
Yeah, look at that. 5 ultimates. They have so much potential, so many options. It's up to them what they want to do, and what they want to do right now is to just be patient. Let's just chill. Let's wait.
Yep, options are great, especially in a map with 4 areas that you can actually go from. But it looks like Orangutan are going to be ready for this anyway. Look at the rotations. Chloe was on the B side in this previous round, was rotated onto A. Keeps them guessing where these tripwires are. And there's also 3 players. She's not a lone Cypher. She's not a lone anchor here. There's 3 players ready for retake, ready to put some pressure in. There's Rolling Thunder getting committed as well as CaspeR. Fries Ayumiii with the volley. nabbsky finds one, but it gets traded by Japips. And they're just buying so much time for the rotations to come in. Looking at the defenses, they're already making their way in. Sway is even there to just catch anyone who wants to rotate back. And there he finds the first kill onto CaspeR, though. It's down to a more manageable 3v3. There's a drop coming from Dish. Kachow takes Iceberg down. And there he has to pick up this fight as Alluka finds Kachow. Takes it down to a 2v2, but Alluka's really low. Rolling Thunder getting committed by Japips. Buy some time. There's Orbital Strike getting committed as well. Japips just makes it out all free. There's the dash coming in from the Neon. Relay Bolt comes in with an overdrive, but enerii takes it down. She's down very low though. Japips has to go in this clutch again. 1v2 for her. both low. Just one bullet for each one. Has to isolate the 1v1 set again. Finds the first one. Uses the flash. Dodges the bullet from the tour de force. Enerii takes her down though using the tour de force. A big commitment from all Ego Celeste, but they needed this ultimates on Orangutan's side. It's 3 to 3. If Alter Ego Celeste lost that was going to be a hard hit onto the resources coming into this next round. But keeping it even is just really what they wanted there. Really winning that round. And that tour de force might have looked like an overinvestment, but Enerii was down to 34 HP. Needed that one shot, one kill to stop Japips from clutching that yet again. And Alter Ego Celeste, they're starting to figure out, okay, we play slow this time around. Orangutan though, they're getting a lot of information by pushing out here. They pushed out on dish. They know that no one's playing on that backside. They know that it's likely going to be from the front. And they're just happy go for this retake. They're just happy not engaging Alter Ego Celeste off the bat.
This could be a problem too, though. Like I mentioned, the push and the pull. You push onto another site, but you're pulling back your defenses. You're leaving A open. And that's the situation right now because AECL gets a free plant.
It's a free plant. Iceberg puts it down. Retake is about to mount for the side of Orangutan. There's no one pushing in from the flank, so they're just going to have to play from dish and from on. Each shot coming in, the really bolt. The stun coming from the breach as well, buying so much time. There's a stim as well. They're going to use that stim and try to clear that corner. Uses the KO no command as well to disable a little bit of that utility. Enerii is down really low, but she finds 2 anyway. It doesn't matter that she's down 30 HP. One more shot to kill, but she finds yet another kill, and it's going to be a flawless for Alter Ego Celeste. They play.
It was pristine, and they made it work.
It's just really making things work, whatever strategy you throw. The gunplay, the aim on Alter Ego Celeste, unparalleled. And Orangutan, they wanted to go for that retake, but I don't think they had the tools for it. I think they expected to be able to do a little bit more coming onto the site, but Alter Ego Celeste took advantage of their disarray, their hesitation for that retake.
Well, now it comes down to it. CaspeR trying to do what she can, but then again, it's OGT. Without the firepower, they can't really work against this. They have to make use of their utilities. They're trying to rotate now, though, but it's all too clear to Alluka.
Finds the rotations, finds the flank, and they're not going to give anything up. And that's going to be really good for Alter Ego Celeste if they can keep all of these guns going to this next round, because those stack, like, you roll over the resources, just make it more difficult for Orangutan to come back into the game. And Kachow gets hit a little bit, down to 5 HP as well. I think Orangutan are just trying to be cheeky, trying to see if anyone will make a mistake here. Going to use that stinger as well, try to go for a burst onto Ayumiii. Chloe trying to find an opening here, and Alluka playing with the door though, as Enerii takes Chloe down. She does a little bit of damage, but it's going to be yet another flawless round. That's going to be 2 in a row for Alter Ego Celeste.
Same time, it's just AECL starting to feel familiar again, starting to feel as if they're at home.
And this time around, they're playing 3 from that second spawn. They're trying to go on to this B side instead. The Haunt immediately gets taken down. Prowler gets shot down as well. CaspeR is playing on this B side and just denying that utility, that confirmation coming in from the Fade utility. On the other hand, Alter Ego Celeste, they know that, okay, we're using utility. There might be more of them here. There might be many of them here because all of our utility has been shut down. We don't have any information at all. Sway finds the first kill. There you go. The operator at work. That's exactly what OGT need. Taking that first kill down, and it's on Alluka as well. So there's no more smokes from the side of Alter Ego Celeste, which is just going to make it a tad difficult.
You're gonna have to rely on Ayumiii and her fast lane in order to get into a site, and that's a backup plan, if anything. And that's the information that you're talking about. The way that OGT are holding right now, it's the rug pull. You think that, you know, maybe they're not really holding this, but as soon as you peek out, you get punctured with an op shot.
It's an op shot. They're trying to jiggle. Sway not biting the bait. Gets flashed. No, uses the fast lane off her own. Just get some space, but she gets sneezed. She's gonna get a little bit of decay. Chow is gonna be there. Oh no, it's gonna be a trade though. Sway finds Ayumiii, but Nabbsky is there. It's a 2 for 2, but a 2v3 for Alter Ego Celeste. They're using Nightfall to get some information, buy some time. as well. She's gonna get stunned up. Iceberg is playing on his A main. 3v2 for Orangutan, and they're going up, coming up slowly as they take down nabbsky. They should have a rough idea of where Iceberg is. They know where she is, and 3v1 is just going to be difficult. No rolling thunder. The stun not ready yet. No more flashes on Iceberg. Just gonna use the aftershock, but Chloe is gonna stick a cap. They're gonna have to try to find her. She's trying to buy time, trying to get her off that spike. But they're just holding. They're just holding for Chloe to defuse as Japips takes Iceberg down, and Orangutan take her round back.
The ACL had, despite the spike getting planted.
Yeah, it's really just playing together as a team. You mentioned it, but we saw it in the 2v3 clutch. We're seeing it now as well in this 3v2 situation to just really close things out. Now, sway on that operator, that's the biggest problem for Ego Celestè right now. They have to find a way to take her down, or at least pressure her so that she doesn't get these first kills.
Yeah, they have to be very careful around that, though, because they never quite know where she could be. Right now, she's in A main. That kind of leaves B open. However, the tripwires are there for a little bit of backup. Camera spotted out an area as well, though. Now, what option are you left with, Ego Celestè?
Less than a minute left on the clock. Still a little bit of time for them to use, and they're going to play on that B side. They're going to want to take it over, but tower is dangerous, and they know that Chloe is on that tower. She has a short, using a shorty, takes Ayumiii down. Just shorty tech right there for Chloe. She has a vandal as well, and that's going to be information. Using that neural theft, it's going to be a 1-for-1 trade. Kachow is stuck here. nabbsky is going to take her down, but she's at 30 HP. The Rolling Thunder is going to get committed as well. Counter Rolling Thunder being committed from Iceberg as she buys time. Japips takes her down, though. All down to nabbsky. 30 HP on her. Sway and CaspeR. Last two members remaining. That's the defuse going into half. Just shooting a little bit, finding some information here. nabbsky going to try to stop it, but Sway switches to the classic and finishes her off. Yeah, they have to be very careful because it really is a matter of being able to break those defenses. And it's the exact, almost the exact same defensive setup, similar for B. Cypher and KO on that tower, but it's Sway that's the one that keeps changing to keep Celeste guessing where this operator is. And unfortunately for Sway, she's lost that bet, that gamble yet again. Like she was playing main just now, they went B. She's playing dish right now, they're on A main. So this operator is just not finding those first kills. It's not too bad. No, for sure. She still finds the kills anyway, but you really want to get those first frags. That's where it pays off the most.
Well, without that much information now, she knows that dish is somewhat clear. They're calling out towards A main. They heard the door, so Sway should be moving very soon, but it's been smoked off. It goes in. It's up to CaspeR to receive.
Yep, CaspeR just takes enerii down. enerii thought she could push out the smoke as an unexpected push, but CaspeR was ready. nabbsky is still lurking in the smoke though, as Japips is gonna hold its side, finds 2 kills, walks into the fire, finds a third as well. Japips! And Sway is gonna finish off the last member of Ego Celestè using that overdrive.
Last round of the first half now, and I don't know how they're gonna find it.
Not sure either. Sway finds the right place now, but unfortunately for her, all the utility shuts her down, and Neon on Neon, Ayumiii is able to chase her down and put a bullet to the back of her head with that Vandal. 4v5 now. Great kill onto Sway though. They needed that. Ego Celestè needed that to equalize this first half.
All those other kids with their pumped up kicks. You better run, you better run. Can't outrun that bullet. Now back into it though. They might have gotten control over dish, but look at what's happening on the minimap.
They're actually playing all over. Oh, it's a fake nightfall, but tower is holding strong. I think Orangutan have an inkling, and there we go. Kachow gets taken out though. That inkling unfortunately costs Kachow their life. And now down to a 3v5. Chloe trying to hold on to this side, but they're already cutting their rotations. Ayumiii has already found CaspeR, and there he knew Chloe was going to be there. It's all down to Japips yet again. 1v5, she finds the first kill. If she can pull this off, she should probably be the clutchest player of the day. But 1v4 right now is just a little bit too much to ask for. Can she even find the first one as Ayumiii is holding that angle?
Wow.
But she gets the headshot. Japips, can you do this? You mad woman, can you actually find all 5 of them? Because Rolling Thunder is ready, and she's going to use the tower. It's going to get cleared. It's going to get stunned up. She's going to push forward. Going to try to find nabbsky, who's trying to buy some time. That sees is not going to find her. Japips. Time is ticking, though, as nabbsky is going to take her down. And it looks like a repeat of map 1. 6-6. coming into the second half, and Alter Ego Celeste definitely very ready for some executes. Now our Alter Ego Celeste ready to receive that, as it's going to be a quick push. It's Alter Ego Celeste pushing forward. Immediately a kill onto Ayumiii, who gets a little bit over aggressive. And Orangutan were ready to catch that. The rotation's coming in for Alter Ego Celeste already though. 4 members already on that B site. As Orangutan pump the brakes though.
That's a good change of pace as well, because if you're ACL now, you're not quite sure where to go, what to do. And then they're also sending Chloe all the way down to tunnel, which could set up for a potential flank. So it depends on how much information enerii gathers, because if you're taking a look at the minimap, Alter Ego Celeste are also controlling the other side of defender spawn, of attacker spawn, excuse me. So a lot of question marks, and it's all up to OGT about how they want to traverse around the map. Enerii gets a little bit of information, but then look at where the hit's going, Marquis.
Yep, the rotation's already getting baited onto this A side, but it's actually going to be a B hit as Chloe actually realizes, okay, there's really no one here. A is going to be pretty clear, and Alter Ego Celeste finally realize, okay, they're actually going to be. That spike is still pretty far away from the plant area though, and it looks like it's going to be Sway instead that's going on this full flank.
Wow!
As Chloe takes the first kill onto nabbsky. This site is going to be hard to retake because that Cypher is already able to set up, but it's going to be easier if you take her down as Alluka gets the headshot. Switches onto the ghost as well, and enerii picks it up. Iceberg gets taken down 2v4 though, and enerii is so low. They're going to have to play this perfectly if they want a chance to win this. As Sway finds some information, knows where they are. enerii creeping up to the side, and with Alluka as they take down Kachow.
Oh, no.
They might be able to hold this. There's a stun coming out. Sway gets taken down, but Alluka stunned and in that corner gets taken down by Japips. Orangutan take the pistol round. Kind of wow aim, those wow duels, but it looks like Orangutan are just really giving them a run for this money in Fracture. Coming onto this B site, it's Orangutan rushing in this time around. All 5 coming in from the second spawn. And it's Alter Ego Celeste trying to rotate back in, trying to scramble in with their guns. That shorty is going to be pretty ineffective in the hands of Iceberg because the space has already been made. The distance, the separation from these pistols against these Spectres. It's just going to be difficult for them to retake this B site.
Certainly difficult, but they're still going to try. But this one sky smoke is just too tall of a task for them to break through. Yeah, Ayumiii certainly going to try. Okay.
She finds one blind, 1-for-1 trade with that Sheriff. And it's going to be enerii finding a kill with that hand HUD there as well. Of course, that's a Sheriff in its own right. An even better Sheriff. So if there's one to fear, a chamber to fear, it's going to be enerii. She gets suppressed though. That's going to be a classic. A right click onto Kachow. That shorty is going to kill it. Take down Chloe as well. That's going to be Alluka trying to stick the defuse. And oh my god, Alter Ego Celeste had no business winning that round, but they steal it anyway.
We will not have history repeat itself right here on this battleground, says Alter Ego Celeste. Yeah, Ayumiii with the high gear that way. Just wow.
It's just too much. I think OGT were not ready for that, and it looked like they had the post plans, but there was just so much chaos coming in. The relay bolts, the stuns, the fade utility, all of that coming in just made it so difficult for them. As Sway gets a kill onto enerii with a headshot with a Sheriff, but Ayumiii is going to be there for the trade. Just making sure her fallen brethren did not give her life up for nothing at all. It's going to be nabbsky finding CaspeR as well. And Alter Ego Celeste are holding strong. They have not found the spike though, and the spike is going through the ropes. And I think they're going to hear that. Not sure where the spike is going to go yet though, as it's going to be in a frenzy, not finding anything. Japips spraying wildly, only landing one bullet onto Ayumiii. And the spike, don't think they have the mobility or really any tools to get onto this B site to get that spike down. And I think that's what Orangutan really wanted from this round.
Unfortunately, they can't get it though. So once more, the Sheriffs, they slowly transition their way across the tunnel, but at this point, they don't have enough time to really hit towards the A site. And Ayumiii has already gotten information. I feel like this chapter has already been written.
Yeah, it's pretty much decided already, unless Chloe pulls off some really crazy shenanigans here as she picks up a Vandal. So that's going to be pretty dangerous if she's able to find Ayumiii first. who hides in the corner,
no
though,
way.
waits for the trade. Chloe gets the first kill. Can she find
Would you
Ayumiii?
look
Yes,
at-
she can.
Wow.
And if they can get the spike down, it just might be doable. There's a molly that's going to come out, though, and Kachow just might die from this. Alluka gets Chloe down. Kachow is still alive, but she has to jump all the way to tower. 1v2 for her right now. She does have the Vandal. Can she clutch this? Does not find the first kill. They're already creeping up. They're already pushing up the tower. She gets flashed, and she's gonna get taken down by Alluka with that Spectre. Alter Ego Celeste, save it. Save this round.
Even tried to avoid that flash, but unfortunately, despite all those efforts, it's like flowing back and forth that way, it throws OG off guard.
Yeah, they really just get not ready for these pushes. Sometimes they play slow, sometimes they play fast. Like you mentioned, it's not that simple. It's just a matter of where Alter Ego Celeste feel like they can pressure a little bit more. And that's gonna be information for the side of Alter Ego Celeste as Iceberg finds Sway. Still hiding behind these boxes as the rotation's already coming in for Alter Ego Celeste, but look at where the spike is going. It's actually going onto this A site. They're slowly making their way up. The chamber, and Neri is still holding A main though. And she does have a trademark. She does have that trap to find out that, you know, people are pushing up dish.
Oh,
Ayumiii takes Japips down.
They found my trap.
And this scattered Orangutan push, I'm not sure if it's working out, but Chloe is able to find the operator, find enerii, and she's able to buy time using that smoke.
Right here.
And on the side of
what a selfless-
Orangutan, they're already able to make their way onto this A side, but Chloe is gonna get shut down as Ayumiii double peaks with Alluka. Alluka getting taken down pretty low, though. 4 HP on her. They use the North Command as well to buy some space as CaspeR takes one down. CaspeR wants to peek out of this yet again as the flash comes in. She gets taken down though, but Kachow is going to be there to take Ayumiii down, even though it was a 1-for-1 trade. And it's starting to look very good for Orangutan because it's going to be a 1v2 if she can find Kachow.
oh,
Does not find Kachow at all. nabbsky just gets taken down.
a little bit of a slow crouch and out for that push from Dish to come through. And once they had that, they were able to push in to seize the initiative.
Yeah, it's really just being able to get that retake in, rather than push in. And Alter Ego Celeste the retakes were just stopped in their tracks. And Chloe, like you mentioned, it's a sacrifice from Chloe that really made it happen, being able to get onto that A site. But now that they're on an anti-eco Orangutan, they have to be very careful because giving up one gun to any Alter Ego Celeste member just might spell doom for your team. Because one Vandal in the hands of enerii, Ayumiii, any one of them could just be so difficult to win this round. And Orangutan are playing slow, are playing safe right now.
Deep smokes in the water just to prevent OGT from really pushing out or getting that much information. But again, it's all these angles being held, Marquis. It comes down to that peak, that one point of contact. If an enerii falls, so will the rest of this Tower of Babylon on B.
She's not going to fall, though, as she finds the first kill with a Headhunter. Alluka finds one of her own with the Share. It's definitely not going to be safe against these girls because Alter Ego Celeste are here to play in. Even though they're on eco, you just gotta be careful off your head. There's an overtime getting with it as well. Ayumiii does not get the hits though, as enerii finds yet another kill with a Share. Japips only gets one as nabbsky sprays her down.
Come on!
And Alluka with a headshot again on the Sheriff. They're gonna steal this round. They're gonna win this thrifty against Orangutan.
The tower's guards, the moment there's a call to arms, everyone arrives on time.
Anything you throw at them.
And I just want to point out the scoreboard right now. I mean, it was there, but now it's gone. Every single one of them are up by 2 digits, except for maybe Iceberg. But again, that's the power that Alter Ego Celeste has. This time, though, OG going fast off the timeout. This is a call for sure. And they're trying to make it work. However, AE still are playing retakes, and Sway has run out of the overdrive.
Sway, only with a classic, has to basically find a way to get kills without a gun this time around. There's the Nightfall coming in. Gets a little bit of information. You know that some people are at tower. Chloe gets a little bit too curious. And enerii takes her down with a tour de force. And it's starting to look dangerous yet again for Orangutan as they lose Kachow as well. Now down to a 3v5. They use the Rolling Thunder to get Alluka off that spike, and they do get a kill, but that's a quick trade for Ayumiii, and they're falling down one by one. They're falling down like flies, all down to Japips. She's the one who used the Rolling Thunder, but against a 1v3 with a Spectre, how much can she do? She swings out, and she just gets taken down by Ayumiii. And Alter Ego Celeste, they're starting to reach that double digits. They've
Set up for the perfect retake.
The retake was great. The economy is even better because right now they have full rifles. They have an operator on enerii as well. On the other side, Orangutan, it's gonna be a half buy for them. A Stinger, a Sheriff, two Sheriffs, a Frenzy, and a Marshal. You know, Alter Ego Celeste, they've stolen so many Thrifties that for the side of Orangutan, it feels like they haven't, because all the Thrifties typically just seem to go so one-sided. And for the side of the ones who get the buy, of course. But Alter Ego Celeste find ways. They find ways to win them. And this time around, it's OGT is going to try to find a way as Sway gets a headshot onto enerii. That's the operator down. A Marshal, 950 cred gun against a 4.7 cred gun. Doesn't make a difference if you get a headshot.
That's the strength, the power, the star power. If you can make it work, it is beautiful. But to be able to be that consistent with it is a whole other thing. You're going to have to be so careful in OGT. That's what they're doing right now. Slowly making their way, traversing across the map back towards the B site because those defenses have been weakened. But Alluka, dancing across.
Just dancing across, just buying some time for teammates to try and rotate in.
Wow, oh my god.
Yep, she's just spraying through the smoke. You know, it's really close. Again, it's the little things, right? But the little things are going the way of Orangutan this round. And Alter Ego Celeste, they're the ones finding the flank as Ayumiii gets the first kill onto Sway. That's important. That evens things out. And it's gonna be an eco for Orangutan. So they do have the firepower on the side of Alter Ego Celeste, and they're taking them now one by one. One in tower, one in main. Can they just clean this up? Can they get the defuse? There's a kill from nabbsky onto CaspeR. Last one in tower. What can she do? What can Chloe do? What she can do is pick up this operator and try to save it. Praying for her dear life as she almost gets spotted by the Haunt. 9 HP onto Chloe.
That spike plant just gave them a little bit more.
Just a teeny bit more as Orangutan are the ones trying to get back into this game. 1-for-1 trade. Sway gets taken down. And it looks like they're slowly finding a little bit of gaps in the defenses, in the armor from Alter Ego Celeste. Though they're not finding them cleanly. It's still a 1-for-1. No extra damage done, but that's the utilities coming out from the side of Alter Ego Celeste.
So again, it's that similar play that we saw several rounds before of trying to draw the attention over onto another side, trying to bait out rotations, utilities. Alter Ego Celeste not committing all that much though, and now after the sky smokes are deployed towards the B site, it's all too clear. They have to go in fast.
They have to rush in. Orangutan, they still have 50 seconds left on the clock, but they do use an null command just to really make that space to go onto this site, and they're gonna save it. To go for their post plant rather. And Alluka finds the first kill onto CaspeR.
No.
That trap slowed her down just a little bit, and I think that was not the right direction it wanted to run to. Chloe is going to be defending this flank as nabbsky is going to try to swing out of it. Chloe trying to buy some time though. She finds one. I think she knows that there's a second one as well. Gonna be ready to swing that. There's the stun coming out, and the swing is successful. She gets a kill. enerii though with a headhunter finds two with a headshot. Oh my god, enerii is gonna be down to Japips. She finds one, and Japips with a clutch yet again, keeping OGT in this game. 9-11 right now, and Japips, we've seen her so many times in the clutch.
Cornice again though, the fast push coming back in from OGT.
Coming in, the really bolt coming out. There's a counter rolling thunder though to stop this push. They can still back away from this though, but Orangutan seem very committed into retrying into this A site as they push forward through doors. The flash though is gonna blind all four of them, and nabbsky is gonna get taken down. nabbsky is gonna take down Sway rather. And 3 players on this A main, not able to find any space, not able to find any opening at all. And Ayumiii uses the high gear, gets some information, confirms that they're still there. However, Alter Ego Celeste are not biting at all. They're not really rotating that much as Ayumiii finds the first kill onto Japips, the clutch master. Oh, he finds a kill though, but Eisberg is going to be there for the trade. Pesky Eisberg on that side. They have to take her out. And as they try to take her out, nabbsky is there for the trade. Kachow finds one, but Eisberg is the one that peeks out yet again though. And Ego Celestè play that to perfection, really finding the kills, finding the trades, switching the attention from one player to another, and they're now on match point.
Anchoring down the site as well. And now match point. Orangutan are gonna have to find whatever they can. I don't know if they actually have enough to buy up in this round, fully at least. So it's gonna be a tough situation, a tough call for them. But they're still gonna have to make it work. Oh, they don't have enough Marquis.
Yeah, they don't have enough creds. They don't have the firepower. They don't really have the ults. It just does not look good for Orangutan right now. Ego Celestè want to close it out here. They don't want a repeat of Haven. This is their best chance, and they have all the firepower. They have the utilities for it as well. They have the Nightfall. They just need to hold, as Eisberg does hold. Finds one, finds two. The orbital strike getting committed, but Eisberg is gonna make her way out of this. Kachow is gonna get hit by the Prowler, but she finds Alluka anyway. nabbsky is gonna be there to drop CaspeR though, as oh my god, in the blink of an eye, Ego Celestè just secure that. And look at that, they were surprised. They were like, oh, we finally got it around. And it's gonna be a 2-0 against Orangutan. And